welcome to the first episode of SDRs on Mars. I'm sitting here with Charles Kijek, and I will let you take it from here for a minute, Charles.
Yeah, no, thanks, Jeremy. Yeah, so my name is Charles. I'm a business development representative with NAC. We're an Ottawa startup, I believe. We've been around for about 5 years, really just getting into it now. I'm the first BDR with the company, but we're an email and landing page creation platform or service for marketing departments. Got my SDR start with Versature, which is how we met. And then, yeah, I'm excited to really start the role.
Cool. So you are the first SDR in NAC.
Yeah, exactly. So KNAK.
So I have all of the questions now, but I guess I'll start with being the first SDR in an organization like that. Like, what does your role look like?
We're still figuring that out. But for the most part, we're trying to qualify outbound leads or different opportunities. So I've mainly been dealing with inbound leads coming in so far. That's what most of the business has been in the first couple of years. But yeah, I'm going to be calling new prospects, trying to figure out exactly where and how to get to the right people in the actual business itself, and then hopefully start the buying process.
Right. Okay, cool. And whereabouts is NAC headquartered? Like, where are you working out of?
So I'm working out of my apartment right now in Ottawa, but we are in Ottawa as well, and it's our offices are based out of Antares Drive.
Okay.
So it's like West Hunt Club and Maryville.
Cool.
Or sorry, Prince of Wales. Yeah.
That makes sense. So tell me, you mentioned it was marketing services. Give me a little more of what that is. Give me your pitch.
Yeah, still working on the pitch exactly, but we're a code-free marketing software that allows you to save about 95% of your marketing budget for email creation and landing page creation in about saving 70% of the time. So typically now, creating emails is a really annoying code-heavy option or issue for a lot of, pretty much any company that sends emails. They use either agencies that charge them a ton of money for simple services that take about 2 weeks an email, and we can create an email in anybody really can create an email using our software in about 20 to 30 minutes.
Cool. Okay.
So There's a collaboration process as well, which is really cool that a lot of places don't offer.
Yeah. I like that. Okay, so this is not your first SDR role. So why sales? Why do you keep coming back to sales? Why do you like sales?
Yeah, well, I didn't really know what I wanted to do based out of school. But I've always been a pretty personable guy, and I always liked competitive atmospheres. So I figured I'd give sales a shot more from the consumer side of it with Good Life originally, and then got my shot at Versature, and it's been entertaining since.
Cool. Okay, awesome. So I mean, those are the big meat and potatoes I think I had around, sort of what your SDR role looks like a little bit, but I want to know sort of how you organize your time. So when you start your day, are you a tea or a coffee person?
Coffee, and I'm still having my coffee from this morning too, so it doesn't stop.
And is it all the coffee, or is there a particular kind of coffee that is your jam?
Black. Pretty much.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Black and liquid.
Yeah, I would have to say I'm actually in the same boat. Once you start drinking black coffee, I think it's
you
hard
can't
to
go back.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, all I taste is the milk if you put it with anything else. So.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, fair. Okay, so after a long day of sales, it could be a variance in different roles, what that looks like. But what do you do to kind of unplug a little bit?
Yeah, I typically just turn my computer off at the end of the day, which I really find is important to really unplug. But it's been tough, yeah. So I started, I guess, these sales roles throughout COVID. So trying to create that routine's definitely been a little bit different.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, by the end of the day, I go for a walk, kind of throw on the PlayStation or watch some TV, make dinner. All simple stuff. There's not really much else we can really do at this time.
Yeah, fair enough. I've definitely been more of a video gamer in the last year than I have been for a while.
Yeah, no, exactly. I bought one at the very beginning of COVID. So.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
We didn't go for the newest and greatest. I just bought a 360 off someone. So I've been just gaming some old school. I guess these are classified as retro gaming stuff now.
Which ones now?
I have an N64, so that's 100% retro. But
yeah, are you playing Smash on there?
Mostly Zelda is like my
Okay.
go-to. Yeah, I grew up on that one, and it has a special place in my
Yeah, no,
heart.
that's fair.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we're still in COVID, so things are a little different. So like, what are you hoping to do this summer, or like, do you have any plans for?
Yeah, all pending, but like hopefully we can get like I'm a rugby player and I haven't been able to do that in a little while.
Yeah,
So hopefully we'll be able to put some kind of return to play activities into it.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, no, I've got a trip planned to Vancouver in June, so hopefully kind of everyone's out of their lockdowns by then.
Oh, nice.
And then yeah, just as much time as possible up at the cottage, just getting out of town.
Have you like? I've never even gone west before of Ontario. It's funny. I've traveled, but not that way.
Okay.
Um, how do you like? Are you used to going to Vancouver, or is that a first time for you?
I've been a couple times. I actually lived in Victoria for 10 months right out of high school.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, that's just a beautiful part of Canada. I don't think
Yeah.
it's like I remember when I first went down, they were all laughing at me because every single time I saw a mountain, I would point at it, and it was like a little kid in a candy store. And it took them about a week to realize, like, oh, you don't have these where we come from,
Yeah,
or where you come from. So
that's a thing. Yeah, my brother just is on Victoria Island. He's been out there
yeah,
for
yeah,
like 2 years now, and I need to go visit him, but it's been kind of a shit show recently, so
yeah.
haven't
No,
really.
so we're gonna do a day in Vancouver, and then I want to go visit Victoria because that's where I was, and then we're gonna drive out to Tofino for a couple nights and then come back.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's awesome. I like that. Yeah, it's important to kind of make something out of the summer, even though you don't know 100% what you can do. It's just
yeah.
like,
I think
yeah,
it's just looking forward to something, and then just removing yourself from kind of that work environment.
yeah, exactly. Cool. So you're with Knack right now, or Knack or Knack?
Yeah, I like to say knack like knuckle.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Knack Knack. Okay, cool. So what is next for you? Like you're in a BDR role right now, but what do you want to do next?
Yeah. Yeah, the nice thing when I took this job is they really gave me the view of different opportunities. So whether like doing the typical sales progression as you go from BDR to an account executive. So we'll see in a year if we've created, well, if I'm doing well enough, go to the AE role. If there's enough incoming business, do that. Or if the SDR role here really picks up, I'd be able to potentially hire some people under me or with me and then lead that side of it.
Cool.
So still really figuring that out.
Yeah, it's sort of interesting to take that jump into leadership. I'm looking
Hmm.
at adding some people to my own team right now, and I've trained a couple people before, but I've never like been their manager really. So it's
Yeah.
definitely a difference, right?
Oh no, it's a weird spot too, and you never really know. Like I've had tons of managers, and I'd say more of like the friendly kind of version of it, or like the teammate kind of side of it.
Yeah,
Like rather than seeing them as your boss, seeing them as like a captain on a sports team.
which probably means that they're doing a really good job as
Yeah, exactly.
manager.
Yeah, if you want to actually like be around them and really like respect what they're saying, but also be friends with them, I think that's the kind of the middle ground you want to hit.
That's the key. Yeah, cool. I think that's mostly what I wanted to go through today.
Cool.
Was there any pieces or anything that I didn't ask about that you would want to sort of talk about today?
Um, no, not really. And like I don't know what you're trying to promote because I know it's like there's different styles of what BDRs are supposed to do at every single company.
Yeah,
Like I know with Versature, like it was just a hit the dialing hard,
yeah,
go
just
from
outbound
there. And
outreach.
then I've been learning there's a lot of different kind of schools of thought, whether it should be mainly social, should be mainly email oriented, if you should be spending as much time on the phone. So there's no real perfect view, but it seems like every company does that differently.
Interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And what do you think your preference is in terms of like what you're seeing with your time? Do you like just pure outreach?
Well, yeah, that's what I was used to at Versature. So it was literally just hit your 80 dials a day, try and create as much as you can from there. Um, I think LinkedIn has a ton of potential. So I'm trying to learn more about that. And it's definitely not something that I've been able to utilize this properly. Um, Email seems to be something as well that there is a science behind it, but I know I get a lot of emails and just throw them right into junk.
Yeah,
So it's how
exactly.
do you capture someone's attention from the beginning?
Yeah, it's hard. And I know I'm guilty of the same thing with my email. So I
Yeah.
probably signed up for some stuff that I'm not interested in, is what
Yeah.
that actually means.
Yeah.
But I guess the goal is to obviously create something that people want to engage with, right?
Exactly. And yeah, it's whether I know you can get the best, obviously, return on the phone, but then how do you get the person to one answer and then stay on there?
Yeah, fair enough.
So there's different views.
Cool. Awesome. Well, I think that wraps up our call for today, Charles. Thank you
Sweet.
so
Yeah, no, that
much.
was great.
Cool. Well, if you guys want to talk to Charles, he's on LinkedIn. I'm going to tag him in this post as well. Yeah, I mean, thank you so much, Charles, and have a good one.